Hey guys, so welcome to today's video, my August TBR. I'm not doing my jar because I have a lot of library books that I would love to finish in August. Two of these books I've already started but had to return, and I got them checked back out, so I'm gonna try and, read them this month. Two stacks of library books, and yeah, we're just gonna run through. I don't know too much about any of these, and a lot of these are continuations of series. I have one new release in here that I'm excited to read, and yeah, so, and I have my book club book on Fable that I need to read, which is not in this stack. It's on my TBR card. So that book is If It Makes You Happy. We're going to be reading that in August. So if you want to join us, feel free. And without further ado, let's get into all these library books that I have out right now that I would like to read in August. First book is a continuation to a series. The third book in All Twisted Glory by Tahereh Mafi. Again, can't say too much, it's the third book. And I read This Was a Kingdom back in April or May, and then I read the second book, These Infinite Threads, right after that, and then I started this one, and I could not finish it in time, and I had to return it. So, can't say too much, because it pretty much takes place right where book 2 left off, so can't say much, but I'm excited to get back into this. I'm going to continue where I left off, because it hasn't been that long since I checked this out previously, so I should be able to start back from where I left off and finish this off. So that's book 1. Book 2 is book 2 in a series, To Snap a Silver Stem by Sarah A. Parker. I read To Bleed a Crystal Bloom either in June or May for a book club book with a friend of mine that she hosts. So this is a sequel to Bleed a Crystal Bloom, and I'm excited to continue. There were many questions left unanswered in the first book, so hopefully they'll be answered in this one. And it looks like they're going to be on a boat traveling in water, so I'm excited. I don't want to say, can't say too much without spoiling it really, because yeah, but it also has the sprayed edges, which are really pretty. I'm excited to read this. This is a chunker. I've been reading a lot of big books recently, so should be able to fly through this one. I have finish a series, and I'm excited to finish it and see where it goes. It's Game On by Vanessa Allen. This is book 3 in the Into the Darkness series. So this one we follow Tyler, who was roommates with the first guy in the first book, if that makes any sense. So I'm excited to see where this goes. All I know about this one is a dark romance, and it could be I don't know. So yeah, it's a forced proximity trope, so yeah, I'm excited to read this. Didn't finish the series off, so hopefully I can do that in August. That'll check off another series. Also in August, I'll be starting a series, but I think it's only a duology, so there's only 2 books. I checked out the second book, not realizing it was the second book, so I returned that and put on hold the first book. Again, it's another chunker. It's The Courting of Bristol Keats by Mary E. Pearson. This is her adult novel. Now, I've read Mary E. Pearson's young adult novels and love them. So, I'm going to give this one a try. I know nothing about this one. Just going into it blind is the best thing you can do for a book most of the time. So, yeah, I'm going to give this one a shot. And if I don't like it, I can return it to the library. So, I know next to nothing about this. So, it says, dangerous fae, dark secrets, addictive romance. Ooh. So our main character loses both her parents, and her sisters struggle to stay afloat in their small, quiet town of Bowes Keep. Bristles begin to receive letters from an aunt she's never heard of who promises she can help. Recently agrees to meet and discovers everything she thought she knew about her family is a lie. The father might still even be alive, not killed but kidnapped by terrifying creatures taken to a whole other realm, one from his form. Okay, so it looks like there's a bargain with the Fae leader. Ooh, this might sound intriguing. This sounds intriguing, so how many times am I going to say excited in this video? Who knows? But I'm excited to read this now. I might bump this up after I finish Funny Story, which I'm still in the middle of. But again, regardless, loving Funny Story. If I don't finish it today, I'll finish it the first day of July. I have The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop. I'm not going to try and pronounce the author's name because I will butcher it. I've heard really good things about this. It's very short, so it might be helpful with all this thick fantasy that I'm probably going to be reading in August. So, again, I know nothing about this. All I know is a bookshop. I'm using this for my alphabet challenge for the letter V. And as the last petal falls, the final page is turned, is what the tagline at the bottom says, and the cover is very gorgeous. I love it. Cherry blossoms. I love cherry blossoms. So, Cherry Blossom Bookshop, a heaven for book lovers that only appeared during the fleeting cherry blossom season. Okay, so it only appears when it's cherry blossom time. That's interesting. It's got a playlist. I love a good playlist. Oh my, I'm excited to read this now. So, yeah. And it's very short. The font is huge compared to the thick fantasies I'm going to be reading. I'm excited. There's excited again. But I'm going to read this in August. It's short. Hopefully I will enjoy it. I have 2 Ava Reid books here, and yeah, one that came out last year and one is a new release. So the one that came out last year was Lady Macbeth by Ava Reid. This is a Macbeth retelling, and that is all I know about this book. So, and then the hardcover is pink. So I've heard really good things about this, and I want to read it and give it a go. So, Alexi Harrow blurbed. Trying to see if I recognize anybody else. Nope, just Alexi Harrow. So, but yeah, I'm saying excited again. That's the only word I can think of. I'm really looking forward to this one. And it's again another short one. So it will help break up all of the fantasy that I'll be reading. The next book is a romantasy, I think, but I cannot pronounce this book to save my life. But it is Ava Reid's newest book in Amorta? In Amorta, I want to say. So titles this way. So this is Ava Reed's newest release. I'm not sure when it came out, but I know it came out this year, and I'm excited to read this. So, and it's got the sprayed edges. It's gorgeous. Look at the teeth on the sprayed edges. That's insane. That's crazy. Again, know nothing about this. I've heard nothing about this book. So if you've read it, let me know down below what you thought. Spoiler free. I would love to know if you enjoyed it. And yeah. So I'm definitely excited. It says a visionary and atmospheric gothic fantasy about necromancy, vengeance, and soul-consuming love, and the first in the duology from the #1 best-selling author of A Study in Drowning and Lady Macbeth. So this is going to be a where the dead walk the earth and 7 noble houses rule. Ooh, even more intrigued. So, to read this book. So I'm excited to read. Let me know if you guys read this. I would love to know, because I literally have heard nobody talk about this book. Next, I have 2 Tara Dewitt books. One was my book club book from last month, and I didn't get to it, and that is Left Up Forever by Tara Dewitt. Her newest book just came out, and I want to read that one as well. And this one is a second chance romance. They fell in love as kids. They had a kid when they were teenagers. They built a life in a small town. They're divorced, and one runs a bakery and one is a firefighter. And they try and make it work and come back for a second chance, because that's basically what it is, a second chance romance. So I can't wait to see where this one goes. I also have Savor It by Tara Dewitt. I started this one and then I wasn't in the mood for it, so I put it down. Again, it's set in the same small town as Left of Forever, and I don't know anything about this, so but yeah, I don't know anything about this one, so we'll find out together when I read it. Then I have You Should Be So Lucky by Cat Sebastian. I've heard really good things about this. I just haven't sat down and read it yet. So hopefully in August. This is an MM sports romance baseball. One's a baseball player and one is the reporter. So had this book out from the library for a while. I just need to bite the bullet and read it. And that is The Scholar and the Last Fairy Door by H.G. Perry. Again, this one I've heard really good things about it, and I am excited to read this one. I just need to sit down and read it. So, next I have Poetry of Fate by Elizabeth Lim. And again, I know nothing about this. I was supposed to read it last month. Didn't get to it, so hopefully I can read it in August. And then return it. So, second to the last book, I have Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. I want to read that before I continue this one. So that's book 3. This is book 4, In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. So this one follows one of the sisters from the first book. The brother has 3 younger sisters. We meet the brother in the first book, and the next 3 follow his sisters. So, but yeah, I want to read Beg, Borrow, and Steal before I finish this one. So, that is everything for my August TBR. Wish me luck. Let me know what you guys read down below, and leave a pink emoji in the comments, because there is a lot of pink in these books. So, well, mainly 2 books are mainly pink, but leave a pink emoji, and I will see you you guys in my next video. Bye guys.